morning, 24 January. It's the day after our little trip to Swisha. Week 3 of my winter vacation. We spent the first week in Panama. Got 2 videos on Panama. Check that out. Last week was, geez, it's going so fast. I don't know, it's a blur. Anyway, today, the day after the Swisha, maybe the same video, maybe not. I'm heading out ice fishing to the edge of Algonquin Park, south of Pembroke. I'm just about to enter the area and village of Alice. Nice little place to live. Nice countryside, big pine country. And I'm not going to disclose the lake I'm going to, because what fisherman would do that and give it away? But it is stocked with speckled trout. About 4,600 speckled trout for the last 5 or 6 years. When I look on the Fish Online Ministry of Natural Resources for Ontario map, they tell you what they've been stocking. So I'm not a big fisherman. I usually do this with my colleague from work. He is the expert, and usually have pretty good success with him. But I'm on my own today because I bought this Husky to get out and about, not just for rides, but kind of forcing myself to go fishing. And I love fish. It'd be nice to get a nice yummy trout or two, so let's see what happens. This lake is about 5 or 6 kilometers, if I recall, off the highway on an unmaintained road, so it'll be basically a skidoo trail. And let's see if we can get a nice yummy speckled trout. Stay tuned. Cactus out. I usually use sticks, but I might maybe use this little ice fishing rod here with the 10-year-old line on it. So we got this drill-powered otter fishing auger, ice hole auger. Ice auger. Another beauty day. A -1 Celsius, fluffy white snow. We're gonna be careful on the ice. We don't know, the thickness probably isn't that great. We'll have to see if people have been on there. Might not take the Husky on it. Okay, we're here at the lake. It was, I'm gonna venture to guess 7 or 8 kilometers. Nice groomed trail. Groomed trail for snow machines that you need a trail pass for, be part of the federation. But I'm not really a snow machine. I'm akin to a snow blower. And I don't need a registration or anything, and I guess I have the right to get to the lake and fish as a fisherman, so I'm allowed to use some of these trails respectfully, not exclusively, just to get where you're going. Gorgeous girlfriend, lovely lady she is, got me this brand new Milwaukee drill to put on my otter ice auger. We're gonna try it out. I'm gonna use somebody's existing hole where they have a stick set up already. If if I can see it straight ahead. Okay, go mitts on. That hole has not been abandoned very long. Either the drill's not up for the job, or I do have a battery falling apart here. It seems to snuff out. It's supposed to be a brushless drill. Ooh. Hammer drill. Maybe I need to use my old Milwaukee drill. We'll have to see. All right. I don't think the drill is up to the job. I mean, that's the one I thought I requested when she asked me what I wanted for Christmas, or my birthday, I think it was. I may have told her the wrong one. Next time we'll try my old drill and see how it behaves. As I said, I'm not a very dedicated hardcore fisherman. It's just all about getting outside. And I do like eating trout. I'll catch and release gladly, but if it's a nice, yummy, clean trout, I'm keeping it. So what I should do here is have a jig head. Here's a rough looking one. Not too big of a hook though, because these speckled trouts, what else do they call them? Brook trout. They can be small. I don't think I'll keep him if he's too small. Maybe a pound or so. I'm not well set up for jig heads, just a little color jig head. That's got a big hook on it. This furry thing, lots of them have paint's falling off them. So maybe I'll get this one going so I can get a line drop down there quick. Just eating my breakfast. So I don't want to divulge where the lake is. Don't want the whole world coming here. I could give you an approximate. It's near Round Lake south of Pembroke, and below Algonquin Park. That is where it is. So it's pretty darn remote. There are trails back here, logging roads. The one I took in is the Groom Trail. Pretty much is a logging road, unused for many years, but it's quite cleared. And it'll connect to all kinds of other trails deep in the interior, and you can get back to Pembroke and Petawawa on those routes. And then you can continue heading south, and not so much west because Algonquin Park's in the way, and it's huge, to Barry's Bay and parts like that. Yeah, all groomed Ontario Federation of Snowmobilers trails. And I think only lately we've had enough snow to really get out there and put some miles on, the snowmobilers, that is. It's not been much of a winter. Still kind of warm. Global warming, I guess. But beats minus 30 Celsius, I'll tell you that. So the auger, I have, I think I figured it out. This switch here on top, I switched from, it was on 2, I put it to 1. I also put it on hammer. I don't know if that's a big help or what, but let's test it out. I did do a little test hole over here and it seemed to be all right. That did the trick. I thought it was a brushless drill. That's supposed to be the key so you don't burn them out. Put it on drill instead of hammer and see what happens. No problem. So it's, the key seems to be setting it on number 1. I guess it's stronger and won't cut out. The number 2 must have a breaker in it that cuts it out when a load gets on it. So I'll leave it on drill. I won't put it on hammer. Either or, it doesn't seem to matter. Nice piece of kit here. This auger, Otter auger. Because of the handles, my colleague has a little contraption off Amazon or something. I can't remember what it is, but it works fine. But you don't have as much control because there's no big handles. So yeah, it packs smaller. This is bigger, but this has got a lot more control. A little more heavy duty. I'm impressed. I like it. So, just to keep things safe here, take this battery off so I don't hit the trigger and auger my leg off. So I'm going to put this all away. That mystery is solved. Put the safety guard back on the really sharp blades. The kit I bought this off of, I bought a nice fishing tent and a sled, a Pelican sled, not the one I'm on, one that I daisy chained this, and this Otter auger package deal. He wanted to move in with his girlfriend. He needed money, so it was a deal. It was a good deal. That was last year. That was my commitment to getting back into, or maybe a little more, ice fishing. We'll see how much more, but here I am. I'm doing it. Mainly that was driven by COVID, when we were all told to stay home and not go out and do stuff, and it kind of prompted me to get this Husky and this ice fishing gear. So next time we'll get a fishing partner out, hopefully somebody with better experience than me, and get some fish. No bites yet. That's okay. It's a beautiful day. In 90 minutes, no bites. I'm gonna give it 30 more minutes. And I'm out of here. So here are our mighty, beautiful white and yellow pines, and we have red pines. We got lots of big pines. The Ottawa Valley is famous for its big pines. This place went bananas in the early 1800s, and they started logging it heavy everywhere because these gigantic virgin timbers were huge, and they would square them with broad axes so that they could load them on ships to send back to Europe, primarily England. And when they were loaded on ships as squared, they wouldn't roll around and cause any damage or ship ballast problems. So as widespread as this area is, there was a lot of activity back in the day for a good over 100 years. Well over 100 years. In the 1820s they started coming in the area to log mostly the watersheds of the Ottawa River and other tributaries because they were easy to get to. And as technology developed and time went by, they went a lot more inland. So there was a lot more things inland happening, harvesting, more little farms that have disappeared and grown back into bush. It was such a busy industrial area at one time that Pembroke, the center hub of the universe of Renfrew County, the what do they call it, the head town or whatever, was I've read it was even considered as a capital of Canada before Confederation. Instead they chose Ottawa, which was called Bytown at one time after Colonel By, the founder, because of the Ottawa River's connection to the St. Lawrence and therefore the Seaway and the Rideau Canal. The Rideau Canal was built for strategic defenses, and it was used to transport goods back in the day. So yeah, Pembroke was a busy hub of activity even when I was a child in the 70s. There's a lot of industrial going on and commerce, mostly forest product centered, but all the things that were required to support that. So Pembroke, I should be in Pembroke doing a video, not in the middle of the woods. Pembroke's gone through a time where it was one of those quintessential movie, small town, big town. I think it used to be 15,000, it's down to 13 or 14 now. It had it all going on, all the old-fashioned, old-time businesses downtown and neighborhood businesses. Lots of industrial. There was they were building dams and nuclear research centers and forestry headquarters, and that's the government forestry, the feds. There was lots of institutions. There was lots of work, and it kind of dried up after the free trade agreement in North America happened. Things kind of moved out. China started booming, manufacturing things. Pembroke took a dive. By the early 2000s, it was getting kind of crumbly. A lot of jobs dried up. A lot of people moved on. Young people didn't want to stick around too much. But it's coming around. It's coming around slowly. Downtown is rejuvenated. And I think people have learned, the new generations have learned or realized the large-scale lumbering that used to go on isn't coming back. I mean, it's always going to happen here. It is a major industry, but it's never going to be to the effect that it was, because it's more responsibility now, more management, more looking after the environment, and because people can work online and stuff, among other things, and other jobs available in professions such as healthcare and policing. There's a military base in Petawawa, CNL, Canadian Nuclear Laboratories, lots of jobs going on there because they're expanding. They're even getting into hydrogen research and production. Now we have this new fusion thing going on. I imagine they'll be on board with that. So there are jobs to be had if you're a professional with some qualifications. And there's also, you know, maintenance, highway maintenance, stuff like that. So it's becoming a desirable place to live again, Pembroke area. Anyway, I'm rambling. I say 10 more minutes and I'm wrapping it up here. Enough of this one-handed driving. Gonna have an accident. We're heading back to the car. That's that. Luckily this guy didn't box me in too badly. So fishing's a bust. Got to get up earlier, I guess. That's okay. Gave this thing a good test run again. So that was about 20 or so kilometers south of Pembroke and then into close to Algonquin Park. That's all she wrote. So that was that. Yesterday was Swisha. And again, we'll see if we have a video here. Still a lovely day, starting to snow again. Next time, I think I'll get my fishing buddy and we'll get out there and show some actual catching of fish. But for now, I'm Cactus. This is the Ottawa Valley. It's winter, January 22nd. Take care. Till next time. Out.